Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Bridget Bjorlo. We continue to follow that deadly attack in New Orleans. It's being investigated as an act of terror. And just 10 minutes ago, we received a new update. The death toll has climbed from 10 to now 15 people. And we are now looking at new surveillance video tonight that shows the moment the truck slipped through the police barricades to target pedestrians. As we just reported, at least 15 people are confirmed dead. Many more are wounded. The driver is dead also, but now the FBI has reason to believe that he did not act alone. Law enforcement says the crash was no mistake. It happened at 3:15 this morning on Bourbon Street. The driver drove onto a sidewalk and swerved around barriers. Police say it was deliberate. Police identify the driver as 42-year-old Shamswan Dean Bahar Debar of Texas. He died in a shootout with police moments after the crash. 2 officers were hurt but are expected to survive. Police say that they found improvised explosive devices, firearms, and an Islamic State group flag in the truck. Investigators are still combing through Debar's background and as they hunt for a potential motive on this. They do believe additional suspects could be out there, but they kept the details brief at an earlier press briefing. The attack left 35 people injured. No word yet on the condition of those injured, but we do know the death toll rose by 5 people, now up to 15. Many people traveled to New Orleans for the Sugar Bowl college football game between Notre Dame and Georgia. Officials say the matchup is postponed until tomorrow. The Sugar Bowl committee posting a statement saying, quote, "The Sugar Bowl committee is devastated by the terrible events from the early morning. Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families." As new information pours in from New Orleans, we will keep you updated online, on air, and on our free Fox 61 News app. All you got to do is download this QR code that you see on your screen, and it'll bring you right there to our app. We'll have another update for you on this in around 20 minutes, so stay tuned for that. In other news, a bit closer to home, it was a New Year's Eve nightmare that left a Groton police officer with a lot to be thankful for heading into the new year. The officer was hit by an alleged drunk driver. And Fox 61's Matt Caron find out why that officer's actions are being commended by his colleagues.
Well, let's start with the most important information. Everyone will be okay. Now, the officer was injured, but her colleagues tell me despite those injuries, the first thing she did was make sure the other driver was okay. It was just before 8 p.m., New Year's Eve, in the quaint Mystic section of Groton. 4 hours until the ball drop.
It was a fairly low-key night.
Until it wasn't. Groton police showed Fox 61 the totaled patrol vehicle.
Thankfully, it's just minor injury. It appears to be mostly due to airbag deployment.
A female Groton police officer with just 2 years on the job had just wrapped up a routine traffic stop in the area of School Street when all of a sudden a vehicle driving on the wrong side of Noang Road hit a curb.
Continued to travel over the portion of the sidewalk and impacted the front passenger portion of her car.
Groton police estimate the suspect's 2016 Jeep Compass SUV was going about 40 miles an hour when it collided with the front of the officer's cruiser, causing the airbags to deploy.
She obviously is startled and gets out of the cruiser. Her immediate thought is, what is the well-being of this other driver?
That driver, identified as 25-year-old Kara Porter of Waterford, said she was coming from work, but was exhibiting signs she was drunk.
They put her through a battery of field sobriety tests, which she failed.
Groton police showed us those tests. Follow the tip of the object.
Like right now, your eyes just follow as I move my hand or my finger.
Walk heel to toe.
When you get to the 9th step, you're just going to take a series of smaller steps to turn around.
Balance and count.
You're going to count 1,001, 1,002, 1,003 until you get to 1,030.
And eventually do the breath test.
And then I would ask you to blow, you blow into it. It would prompt me when you have met that threshold, that minimum threshold, and I'll use the plastic to peel it off again. And then it'll generate a result.
Police say Kara Porter blew over .20, more than twice the legal limit.
Have a friend, have an Uber. I mean, there's so many options nowadays to be safe and not be reckless.
Care Porter is charged with DUI and other traffic offenses. Police say she admitted to using her phone while driving. Police say she posted bail and will be arraigned sometime in January. The injured officer is taking some time off to rest and recover. Reporting in Groton, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Glad to hear that officer is on the mend. Matt, thank you. Let's turn to the weather now. We have a weather impact alert. Rachel Frank, the chief, is here tracking it all. Hey, Rachel.
Hi. We are talking about strong gusty winds as we head through later tonight and especially during the afternoon tomorrow. But first, I did want to let you know we've got some rain out there. You probably didn't need me to let you know. You could look out the window. Most of us are seeing areas of light rain. It is occasionally moderate right now, especially here in the eastern half of the state. And there's even a few wet snowflakes mixing in parts of northwestern Connecticut. That includes Hartland, Norfolk, and also Torrington as well. Temperatures are above freezing right now for most of these areas. However, temperatures may continue to drop as we head through the coming hours, and I can't rule out a few slippery spots, especially in northern Litchfield County as we head through the evening tonight. So we did want to let you know about that. There might even be a coating for a few locations there. This will all be over by about midnight, and then we're looking at gusty winds taking over as the rain moves out, the winds move up, and there could be some isolated outages. I'm not expecting numerous or widespread outages with this event, but if you do have any holiday decorations still that are up, make sure you're taking the time to secure those, and there could be some isolated power outages as a result of this. Right now, we're looking at temperatures in the mid-30s, so getting closer to freezing in Torrington, but low 40s in Hartford and middle 40s in Groton. Here's a look at the future radar as we advance the clock towards 10 p.m. Noticing a few leftover flakes out there, but most of the rest of the state is already dry, and it's over by about midnight. Temperatures at 1 a.m. are in the mid to upper 30s, and as we head towards daybreak, we'll be in the low to mid 30s to start off the day. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. We've got those gusty winds. They could be as high as 40 to 50 miles an hour for some towns, and then turning colder as we head into tomorrow night, and especially this weekend. We'll show you the numbers, full forecast coming up.
Okay, Rachel, thank you. An investigation is underway in Ledyard after a lightning strike sparked a house fire. Eversource crews were the first to report smoke on Boulder Way at around 2:30 this morning. No one was inside the home at the time. The fire started in the laundry room. It was extinguished by crews on the scene, and they say no one was injured. New tonight, a Merida man was arrested and charged with child endangerment after a months-long investigation into sexual abuse. Adelise Rojas was arrested last month. He's accused of abusing a 6-year-old child for years. He's now out on bond. A Naugatuck man faces many charges tonight, the most serious one being DUI and illegal weapon possession charges. On New Year's Eve, officers pulled Marcos Estevan over for speeding on Prospect Street in Naugatuck. Police say they had a reason to believe that Estevan was drunk. He refused to cooperate during a sobriety test, and officers later arrested him. When they looked in his car, they found this. It's a unloaded gun. He was held on a $75,000 bond, and he appeared in court yesterday. New tonight, Connecticut is starting the new year off with a new minimum wage, all thanks to a 2019 law that increases the dollar amount each year. There's also new rules about paid time off, and both of them could have a particularly strong impact on small businesses. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc joins us now live from the 9th Square in New Haven with more. Julia.
As of now, the minimum wage here in our state has increased by 60 cents an hour. And because of that, small businesses like the ones here in New Haven will see changes all at the same time as another new mandate is implemented. Thanks to a 2019 state law, Connecticut's minimum wage is increasing from $15.69 per hour to $16.35 per hour. It's all based on the Employment Cost Index calculated by the U.S. Department of Labor. We spoke with the co-owner of Elm City Games, who says overall it's an added cost to his business, but one he's willing to accept for the greater good.
There's a lot of studies and and economic theory behind the velocity of money that's spent in the local community, and so people that are making more money are going to spend more money locally.
But there's another new mandate businesses also have to consider. Starting now, nearly all workplaces with at least 25 employees must provide up to 40 hours of paid sick leave up front every year. In 2026, that number increases to 11 employees, and in 2027, just 1. Both mandates are concerning for University of New Haven professor James Mose.
I mean, my biggest fear with some of these programs is the effect on Main Street. Big corporations, no. They normally have skilled employees, their contracts, and all types of other things. It's Main Street, the mom and pop shops.
Now, those who have made changes to the minimum wage here in our state say that it is to ensure that as the economy grows, so do the wages of low-income workers. We are in New Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.